Good morning, everybody. I'm Brandon. This is Exterior Cleaning for Real, and today we're going to be covering just your basic pump types, and this should be helping you with finding your pressure washer that you want to go ahead and start your company with. Um, so we'll go ahead and kick this off, and I'm actually going to share my screen so you can kind of see in Skool what it looks like, because I've got this popped up inside of the Skool community right now. Hopefully you can see this right here. And so this is underneath the classroom tab in the pressure washing 101 section. And I'm just going to go through this fairly quickly to give you a little sneak peek of it if you haven't gotten in there yet. Most of these classes are free, and they're just small informative classes to help you get started on your way. So there's three main types of pressure washer pumps that you'll run into when you're out there looking for a new pressure washer to start your company with. And the first one that you'll see is called a wobble plate, and I don't recommend those. You'll see wobble plate pumps in some of your like really cheap pressure washers that push around 2500 psi, sometimes a little bit less. You'll see these in some of your electric pressure washers. And these pressure washers are meant mainly for your homeowner use. We're talking like you want to use a pressure washer to help wash your car or spray off your front door mat, that type of thing. They have low PSI, like I mentioned, 25-ish, 100 PSI, 2700 PSI. They'll be in and around there or a little bit lower. They don't last very long. So your durability is generally going to be anywhere from 2 to 400 hours. And for a pressure washing business, that's not enough to survive off of. And one thing that's not mentioned in here is also your gallons per minute. These are normally very small gallons per minute. You're talking about 1.8, 2.4, 2.5. You're not pushing very much water per minute, and therefore it will take your jobs much, much longer. So, as a side note caveat here, if you don't know already, it's very important to understand that PSI is only a piece of the cleaning. PSI is how much pressure you're applying per square inch of surface. Gallons per minute, on the other hand, is how much water is flowing through the nozzle. And so gallons per minute ends up becoming more important at a certain level. Once you're up and around 3000 PSI, you don't necessarily need much more PSI or you're going to cause a lot of damage. You need more gallons per minute pushing through the end of that nozzle. So if you're looking for a pressure washer that's 4 gallons a minute or more, you're not really going to run into these wobble plate pressure washers. So wobble plate, they're cheap. They don't last long. They don't push very much PSI, and they don't push out very many gallons per minute. Second one we're going to hit here is called an axle cam pump. And in construction, the way that it's built is very similar to the wobble plate. And what you actually have in there is you have a kind of offset plate that pushes pistons as it rotates. It kind of goes like this. And as it pushes this way, it'll push the pistons in and compress the water. Both of these they're basically an inverse of each other. But that's the general mechanics of it. And if you watch this video at the top, this will explain it all to you with visuals so you can kind of see that. But the axle cam pump is a little bit of a step up from the wobble plate. Um, it it works very similarly. The PSI, you can get a little bit more PSI out of it. The gallons per minute, again, your gallons per minute are probably not going to be that much higher. But the durability is a big drawback here. Again, it's only going to last 5 to 800 hours. And another thing with the axle cam pumps, they're usually attached to pressure washers that won't last very long if you're not very, very specific about your maintenance on them. Like you'll use it for a season, put it away to store, you'll pull it out next year, and a lot of times they have a really hard time restarting. So just be aware of that. You can use axle cam pumps If that's all you have to get started with, you're going to get enough PSI to clean. You'll see here between 2,500 and 3,500 PSI. You can clean with that, but again, your gallons per minute on a lot of these are going to be pretty low, and so your work's going to be really slow. And with your wear out time being between 500 and 800 hours, you'll be lucky if it lasts much longer than a full season. And that's if you don't have some other mechanical issue with it first. So your use cases on this one is going to be light commercial. They're mainly used for residential cleaning. And when I say light commercial, like again, this is going to be more like a backup unit. If you have one, it will become your backup unit at some point. And if it breaks, you're probably not going to want to spend the money to repair it because you might as well just go out and get another one with the amount of money it's going to cost you to repair. So for these in the past, I have used one of these, and I used it only for mobile deck cleaning. Really, was because it was a lighter unit than my commercial one, and I could drag it around, put it in weird positions, and get down where I needed to get to. But if you're first starting out and you're wanting to get a machine that's going to last you a long time and be able to stay with you throughout your business, I do not recommend getting an axle cam pump. And then third, we're going to go to the best choice, which is your triplex plunger pump. This one is much different than the other two that we just talked about, and you'll see it when you jump in here and watch the actual video with the visuals. But to give you a basic visual, if you know how an engine works with plungers, right? As the piston moves, your plungers go up and down, right? It's much more similar to that. So if you know internal mechanics of an engine from a vehicle, it'll look a lot more familiar to you than the other two. So it uses those three plungers, and it uses the crankshaft to create a consistent plunging effect, right? Which is compressing your water and pushing it out the end of your gun. It has a much better PSI, and usually your gallons per minute are going to be much higher. So these are built for continuous use. They're built for power, longevity, and they're fairly easy to repair. And what I mean by easy to repair is that there's pieces in there that you can pull out and replace, whereas the other ones, there's whole sections in there that if it goes bad, you pretty much have to replace the entire thing. And then the use cases for these is daily commercial use. People use these for all the services that we do in exterior cleaning, whether it be pressure washing of hard surfaces, house washing, fleet washing, any of those types of things. A lot of brands that people see in here, I'll point out two that I like is General Pump and Cat pumps. Those are very common to find in this category. And I use mainly General Pump. And I mean, really just find one that's got a reputable, it's got a good reputation, and also is common enough to where you can find parts to replace it. So one of the things that I like to do, excuse my background here, is let's see if I can go over to these guys. So Pressure Pro. Pressure Pro is going to be a good spot for you to find some good pump options. And you can buy whole pressure washers from them. Pressure Pro is usually a dealer, or sorry, not a dealer. It's a provider. So your dealer is going to purchase from Pressure Pro. So if you talk to your local pressure washing supply shop, you want to see if they've got Pressure Pro products. I haven't had very many issues with Pressure Pro products. I like belt drive personally, so you're going to look for a triplex plunger pump using a belt drive, and then usually I get a Honda motor to power that. So hopefully this is helpful. Let me close this down real quick. Stop that. There you go. Hopefully this has been a helpful little overview for you. The whole point of this video is just to kind of give you a general understanding of what it is you're looking for when you go out there to find your first pressure washer. Please jump into Skool, go into the classroom, and watch that little video. It's going to give you all the visuals you need to be able to just see in your mind what it is that we're talking about here. If you happen to have already bought a pressure washer that is one of the other two categories, it's not that you can't use it. Just expect that you're going to be working slower, and if something or when something breaks on it, it's going to be more economic for you most likely to invest in a triplex pump uh, and possibly a full new unit, because a lot of times those other two pump styles, they run off of a smaller motor. So hopefully that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the general comments on Skool, or if you're watching this on YouTube, just leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.